Coca-Cola Beverages South Africa hosting the river and coastal cleanups as part of its effort to contribute towards the 67 minutes during Nelson Mandela Day. The activities are open to volunteers across the country and are in partnership with key government stakeholders. Let's get an update now from Newzroom Afrika's Nobuhle Modise. Nobuhle, good morning to you. An important initiative on this day of Nelson Mandela International Day. How is the enthusiasm there cleaning up the coastal areas? That's very important, by the way, for that part of KZN.
Yes, indeed. A very good morning, Oli. As you can see behind me, there are some volunteers that are taking part of this river and coastal cleanup. And this is part of Coca-Cola Beverages South Africa's contribution towards the 67 minutes on Nelson Mandela Day. I have with me the PAX Operations Manager, Hlabisa, just to take us through the activities for the day. Thank you very much, Mr. Hlabisa, for joining us. Take us through the activities for today.
Thank you so much for having us. On our side, what is very key is to bring awareness and education to the society around the need to keep our environment clean. So we are partnering with a number of our stakeholders, such as the municipality, who are bringing over 100 volunteers to drive the cleanup here in the Lagoon Bay. So today is really about bringing awareness to society, making sure that we make our contribution during this wonderful day where we're enjoying and celebrating the father of our democracy, Nelson Mandela. So it's really about education and awareness and making sure that we conserve our environment.
And then why was waste collection the particular focus this year for Coca-Cola South Africa?
It has always been a fundamental focus from our side. We have pronounced on our World Without Waste, which targets to collect 100% of any packaging material that we use by 2030. And for us, we want to bring recycling and waste as part of our day-to-day lives and making sure that every single product that we put out there, we collect the packaging so that we can have a better conservation of our environment.
And then please expand for us on Coca-Cola's World Without Waste vision for 2023.
It is quite an ambitious vision from our side. We want, as I've indicated, we want to collect 100% of every single packaging material that we put out into the market. Also, we want to make sure that by 2030, every single packaging will contain 50% of recycled material. We also want to make sure that by 2030, 25% of the packaging material that we use and put on the market is reusable. So it's quite an ambitious target. It's going to be a center for our strategy and our commercial objective going forward. And this is our contribution to make sure that we keep our environment clean, that we conserve our natural resources, and particularly what has happened here in Durban. We've seen a number of disasters that if we don't look after our environment, I think our existence in this planet is absolutely at risk.
And then just speak to us about why it's important for the organization to drive this community cleanup.
For us, many people, we are quite a leading brand, and we have a huge brand equity within society, and we want to leverage that to bring awareness to the community. And if we live the values that we believe in, and the society sees us and displaying that in our day-to-day operation, we believe that we can have a significant influence on the behavior around how do we deal with waste, how do we discard waste, because I think the biggest thing that we're dealing with is the illegal dumping. How we're disposing of waste is a huge issue, and what we want to do is to make sure that our society is very aware of the negative impact that this has on the environment.
And then just lastly, Mr. Hlabisa, how much are you hoping to collect as part of your World Without Waste vision?
For us, as I've indicated, we want to collect 100%. Just to make an example, in 2022, we collected 9 of the 10 bottles, plastic bottles, that we put out on the market. And we collected waste that was equivalent to 3,200 African elephants, which is a huge number for us, and reaching levels that are above 90% in terms of our collection is quite an achievement for us, but we want to get to 100% before 2030 to make sure that we preserve and protect our environment.
Thank you very much. That is Mr. Gcina Hlabisa, who is the PAC's operational manager for Coca-Cola Beverages South Africa, and he's just speaking to us about why this cleanup is important and how it also correlates with their vision for World Without Waste.
That's Nobuhle Modise. Thank you very much for that update live for us there in Durban.